Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So, we know that the Universe 6 category, Tech Hit, and several other new cards are going to be hitting JP very, very soon. You know, cards, again, Tech Hit, Champa's Dokkan Awakening. We also have Boda Magetta coming, as well as the brand new SCR Final Form Frost that Dokkan awakens into the full power Frost, right? So, all of this stuff is coming very, very soon to JP Dokkan, but we have a sort of history of some stuff that's happened with these kind of global first, like, events, I guess I could say, that then came to JP. Plus, there's a pattern that Dokkan has followed with, these new categories. So, I actually am going to make the case for why I do think we're probably going to get some sort of LR CAULIFLA and Kale, or maybe an LR KEFLA, something along those lines. Now, a lot of players were theorizing back when the Universe 6 category and Hit came out on Global that Global was going to get a LR KEFLA or CAULIFLA or Kale card, whatever. I thought there was a good chance of that as well. If Dokkan is willing to release a Dokkan Fest exclusive on Global first, then they almost assuredly would also be A-OK releasing an LR on Global first, right? But here's the issue. For whatever reason, they did not decide to do that, and we now know that there is a Universe 6 story event, which has not yet appeared on Global, which will be dropping along with Tech Hit on JP, right? This, of course, will be an event following the beginning of the Universal Survival Arc, where, well, I guess, yeah, sort of the beginning, right? Where Goku is recruiting all the Universe 7 fighters, and then in Universe 6, we see Kabe going to recruit CAULIFLA and eventually Kale. I believe the story event is really going to be following those events, right? So it would make a lot of sense to me for there to be medals to farm in that event, and then, oh, hello, double rates banner, or, LR featured banner with, like, some sort of LR CAULIFLA or Kale. If we look over here, there are very few CAULIFLA and Kale cards in Dokkan. There's essentially two CAULIFLA cards, right? The Super Saiyan 2 CAULIFLA, and then, of course, this farmable base form that awakens in a Super Saiyan 2 CAULIFLA. I would not be shocked if either this potential LR or a farmable card of Super Saiyan 1 CAULIFLA would come out. Listen, CAULIFLA and Kale, there's a lot of people who don't like them, but there's an even bigger portion of the fan base that do love them. So we are going to see a lot more CAULIFLA cards and also a lot more Kale cards. Same thing with Kale. There's essentially only two Kale cards. There's the farmable base form Kale that awakens in a Super Saiyan 2 Kale, and then the Berserk Kale. Both of those are pretty much, they're like, all of these CAULIFLA and Kale cards are good too. That's why I am excited about any potential LR. So here, of course, is the list of all the LRs in Dokkan currently. The last summonable LR to arrive on JP Dokkan was LR Goku, Trunks, and Pan, as well as LR Super Baby 2. Now, let me say this, right? So for Global specifically, it's probably going to be like a several-month dry period before the next new summonable LR comes out. This did happen on JP as well. On JP, after LR Goku and Frieza arrived in September of last year, there was no new summonable LR until LR Trunks and Mai in December, several months. And I believe Global is basically going to hit that period of dry spell right now, before eventually at the 4-year anniversary, you get the six LRs, but four of them are summonable. The Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Super Baby 2, and Goku, Trunks, and Pan cards. Those are all summonable LRs. If there is LR CAULIFLA or Kale or LR KEFLA, I would say there is a possibility that could arrive on Global before the 4-year anniversary as well. Now, what this card could potentially look like, I actually think they could probably be very similar to LR Goku and Vegeta / LR Vegeto. Like, I think maybe they would be not quite as good, because I feel like because this is a Dokkan Fest exclusive LR, there's only 4 of those in the game, and I would say they're, like, of the top 5 cards in Dokkan, the Dokkan Fest exclusive LRs take up 4 of the 5 spots, with LR Goku and Frieza being the final spot there. I would say, me personally, I have LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku 1, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta 2, Goku and Frieza 3, LR Vegeta 4, and LR Gogeta 5. That adds to the top 5 cards in Dokkan that, like, in my opinion, right? So I think Caulifla and Kale could be very similar to this, you know, like attack and defense 120% at the start of turn, some potential way for them to get extra ki, you know, from the field. Maybe, you know, they get a ton of ki from the same type orbs like Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. Maybe they get a ton of ki from Rainbow Orbs. Maybe they're like LR Trunks and Goten, and they give themselves a lot of ki from their passive. There are several different, like, possibilities or variables that they could have. One thing is, I would think, like, if they are, like, a fusion LR, where they would fuse into KEFLA, I would say, without question, they would have to make it easier than this. This 50% or below HP starting from the 6th turn, you don't see that. So I would certainly hope it would be better than that. Now, a lot of the basis, a lot of the reason why I think this is about to happen, too, is when we look at what happens with new categories that arrive, like in the game, right? So, right here, right? The LR Trunks banner actually did come first. This came in August of 2017 with, you know, LR Trunks, who I think actually just got a big buff recently with the EZA for this guy, the Super Saiyan Rage Trunks right there. That dropped. Very shortly afterwards, we got Ultimate Gohan with the Hybrid Saiyan category leader skill, right? You look at that banner, man, that was not a great banner looking back on it. Whew. This is a rough banner, dude. Oh, boy. But Ultimate Gohan comes out, right? Hybrid Saiyan category leader skill. Only a week or maybe 2 weeks later, this banner drops right here. This was a double rates banner that actually introduced this guy down here, LR Mighty Mask, which of course eventually awakens into LR Trunks and Goten, who is a big-time Hybrid Saiyan LR. So there it is. We get the Hybrid Saiyan category introduced into the game, and very shortly after, they buff it with the inclusion of a Hybrid Saiyan LR. Then boom, Angel Golden Frieza comes out. I believe he came out on October 1st, 2017. That's what I remember. So, you know, Revived Warrior category. His banner a little better. I remember really badly wanting Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku from this banner and not pulling him back in the day. Oof, bad memories there. But only a week or two later, boom, LR Bojack drops. Monstrous LR for the Revived Warrior team. LR Bojack then became a staple on that team. Like, LR Bojack, just a very, very formidable card, right? So there we go. Like, you know, this pattern started shortly after they started introducing the category meta. Because remember, Ultimate Gohan was the first category leader after Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega Shenron introduced the meta into the game. Then, you know, they quickly started following suit where they'd introduce a category and then release a busted summonable LR to buff it at the same time. Now, for whatever reason, DBZ Space, I couldn't find the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock banner on there, but, like, y'all remember, that banner dropped, I believe, on December 1st of 2017, and then that had Super Saiyan 3 Bardock with the Super Saiyan 3 category. Then, you know, the Christmas banner of that same month, we had this banner which introduced this bad boy right here, LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who at the time, we were just in awe of how much damage he could do. Really a spectacular card. Still very, very powerful. Definitely a very, very strong card. LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? But again, boom. Super Saiyan 3 category team. Like, when we initially saw that Bardock was going to be that type of leader, it's like, boy, there's not really that many Super Saiyan 3 cards in the game. And then, like, the amount of buffs they gave to Super Saiyan 3 units with the AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku EZA, LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the Dragon Ball Heroes cards, Super Saiyan 3 Gohan and Trunks, who are both usable. The Super Saiyan 3 team became quite good. Also, the Super Saiyan 3 GT, like Kid Goku, and the Super Saiyan 3 GT Vegeta both got Dokkan Awakenings as well. Then we move forward a little bit. Now, this pattern happened twice, where so we get the UI Goku and Jiren banner, Ultra Instinct Goku Awakens, Realm of Gods category is now one of the best teams in the game, right? Then the next banner after that was Turles, introducing the Movie Boss category into Dokkan. Well, here we go. The next banner after that, you know, UI Goku was Saiyan Day last year. Then Turles was about April 1st. Couple weeks later, boom, we get this. This is the exact situation that I think will repeat itself with Global and JP. If you guys remember, last year in 2018, Global got these two units right here, this Int Beerus and the Super Saiyan 2 Rage Vegeta in last January. But on JP, these guys came out later in April. But on JP only at the time, LR Beerus was also released. So that's the thing. That's what I think is about to happen here, where it's going to be the same thing. Where is LR Beerus? Did I go by him? Is he at the top here? Yeah, there he is right there. So, LR Beerus first released on this banner, very strong unit, and he was a buff unit basically for both the Realm of Gods category as well as the movie boss category on both of those. So there we go. Like, this is exactly what could happen right now for Global and JP, with the hit banner coming to JP. Then there's many more examples, right? Like the Pure Saiyan banner comes out, then LR Bardock follows a couple weeks later, then we get the Android category banner, and then boop, oh, LR Cell shows up, only a few weeks later. This is in August now. Then we get the Enhanced Transformation or Transformation Boost, Super Boo released. Now, at the time, I was really thinking that they would release maybe like an LR Kid Boo or an LR Bobbity and Boo, like for the Enhanced Transformation team, but they did not. I guess it was kind of the same situation where Cell was on both this team and this team right here, so he kind of fit both roles, kind of similar with LR Beerus, right, being on both Realm of Gods and movie bosses. Then moving on, we have Metal Cooler. Now, this is the biggest, question mark. I'm like Nick Young with the question marks all over. I don't understand. They released Metal Cooler, one of the... I don't... Is he overrated? Or no, excuse me. No. I meant to say underrated. Underrated is what I meant to say. Goresh, please, relax. Underrated. This guy is very good. Metal Cooler came out of nowhere, and he was ridiculously good, right? One of the better Dokkan Fest exclusives we've had in a while. And he has a really good category team, but the whole team is old. Most of this team is old. Physical Cooler, really good, but he's old. Final Form, Full Power Frieza, good, but he's old. A lot of these units, all of these Golden Frieza units, all old. Yeah, Transforming Frieza was new. He's really good. AGL Metal Cooler is solid. I guess, Angel Golden Frieza relatively new. And then this SCR Final Form Frieza relatively new. But look at all the summonable LRs on this category. 0. LR Metal Cooler Core, they are an impressive unit, no doubt about that. But they are still a free-to-play unit. Same thing with LR First Form Frieza right here. So, very mysterious to me that they never released Most Malevolent Clan LR. They really should have last November. I think, this team certainly could use the power of a summonable LR. I think an LR Mecha Frieza and King Cold that came to Earth, that would be an outstanding LR, because that wouldn't replace any unit on here, right? That would be a brand new, named character to have, right? So that would be very good. Because, let's say they release an LR Golden Frieza. That completely replaces these 3 Golden Friezas right here. And this guy right here is probably close to getting an EZA. And, with his EZA, I'm sure these 2 other Golden Friezas would also get an EZA. So there are all 3 of them probably about to get very good. I actually don't have this Int 1 rainbowed. I might have to look into rainbowing him sometime soon. And then finally, the last, on this sort of pattern, we got the Int Goku Black at the end of November last year, and then a few weeks later, we got LR Trunks and Mai for the Time Traveler category team. So as you guys can see, they have kept this pattern up basically the entire year. Really, only a few categories have released without LRs following suit. The Full Power category did not get an LR at the time, but there are already a ton on there, right? Then the Future category did not get a new LR, but this does count. Trunks and Mai, they are on the Future category, but that was way later. So a few categories have released that have not gotten LRs around the time, but I do think releasing an LR KEFLA on a featured LR banner would really, really sell. So, global players, do not be surprised if that does happen. Same thing, JP players. I don't recommend JP players summon on the Hit banner. Hit is a solid unit, but I don't think he's good enough to summon right now with Golden Week coming up. And I would especially say make sure to don't instantly summon on that Hit banner. Wait to see if they are going to hit us with an LR KEFLA, because listen, That would be really, really exciting. And they could almost do like a Universe 6 / Peppy Gals like leader. Like, yo, KEFLA could be very interesting as an LR. That would be awesome. But, you know, let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys next time.